But guys, when you look at all of this, I want you to understand, that's why I uninstalled Honkai Star Rail. And I uninstalled Zenless.
Should I like put this into Photoshop to measure it? How much auto attacks would it take a Yappa to break it?
We got the dog. We ain't got a puppet. We got the bro. We got the bro. Look at her. She look like she about to cast the meanest Blizzaga.
Blizzaga, what's that? Yeah, I already watched this.
Is being met. I would say as close to 0% as possible.
Can you do something funny, Gacha Smack?
What?
If Facial doesn't have her signature light code, bro, she sucks. She's not even that good. Her damage falls off that.
Alright, this is fair.
I'm just out here in the woods, pondering about what I'm gonna do with my life, because your parents, they give you love, they give you care, and they show this side of themselves to you that they don't show to anyone else. But the thing is, your parents, they pick you up, but they also put you down for the last time in your life. And that's something you gotta just accept. That's something you gotta acknowledge. That's something you gotta face as a human being, because it happens to everyone and it's inevitable. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that after the release of the 3.2 live stream for Honkai Star Rail, Gacha Smack picked me up and put me down for the very last time. From the looks of this video, you know, as cute as he looks, I really think it's over. And I just think it's so dumb. It's Gacha Smack plays gacha games. His name is literally Gacha Smack. So he should understand just how predatory gacha games are. He should understand how bad gacha games are, all right? That's just something that he should innately understand. But for some reason, for some damned reason, he's still so surprised. He's so shocked when some fucking gacha game and some gacha company pulls some stupid shit. And he's so shocked. He's like, I'm a smart guy. My name's Gacha Smack. The gacha genre is basically like a roadmap that's on the back of my palm, and I can map it out and navigate it as easily as can be. He thinks he's so smart when he quits, when he sees the predatory practices. But this is a gacha game. They were gonna do predatory shit ever since it was released, because that's just how gacha games are. Acting like he's some genius who is seeing through the patterns, calling people retarded because they think that the people who stick around don't understand that these games are predatory. But it's actually quite the opposite. The people stay because they know the game's bad, okay? And they were prepared, and not prepared, but I guess they were classically conditioned to just be used to this shitty fucking genre. And Gacha Smack, even though it's in his name, he doesn't understand that. He thinks gacha games are good games. That's what he thinks. And he's playing these gacha games with like the wrong. But anyway, I love you, Gacha Smack.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video by yours truly. I know for a fact y'all have been waiting on me to either go live or for me to upload a video.
Oh yeah, true, I agree. Yep. I didn't cut it out.
Here we are, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right off rip, it's been a good run with HSR. We had some fun with this game for about...
All right, he quit. We all knew he quit. Like, it was in the title and thumbnail. And I already had my little rant about it.
But it's gotten to the point now where I refuse to support a game that is just so blatantly stepping on your dollar.
It's just weird. It's weird how he's now just so aware about these predatory practices, even though they've been pulling it since patch 1. It's weird, yeah. I don't really understand it. Because, like, I know they're stepping on my dollar, and I just don't care. This is just what you expect when you play gacha games. You expect a terrible game that you need to top up on, you need to spend money on, and that's just what you should expect, okay? But just Gacha Smack, I think he just expects something better. He expects something better, and it's weird. It's really weird. We're not even in the video yet.
And I mean, it's quite pathetic, to be honest.
Quite pathetic.
I clocked them pretty accurately.
He clocked them. Dude, look at his wording. Oh, it's pretty pathetic, dude. Like, they tried their hardest, but their predatory practices, I cracked them. It's built upon predatory practices, and he acts so damn suave when he figures out that Honkai Star Rail is predatory 2 years in, by the way. 2 years in.
Before we get into it, I want you to understand, I hold no ill will, hostility, animosity.
And this is also the classic Gacha Smack. I'm gonna rip your head off, and I'm gonna bury you with your family, and I'm gonna sell your organs. But it's nothing really personal. It's all in the business. Just, if you want to be a hater, come on. Don't lie. I'm not gonna lie, okay? I hold a great deal of animosity. In fact, I really hate you.
I'm not hate watching. I'm not here to, I'm not.
I think I'm hate watching. Is that the definition of what I'm doing? Let's look it up. Hate watching. My hands are like cold. It's like below freezing out here. The activity of watching a television program for the sake of enjoyment derived from mocking or oh no, I think I'm hate watching Gacha Smack. Like, it's a good thing that I'm below the radar. It's like in The Boys. Like, I haven't watched The Boys, but I heard that the superpower of The Boys was the fact that they're normal human beings and the super evil heroes can't like hurt them because they like blend in into the crowd. That's kind of like what I'm doing. If Gacha Smack figured out what I was doing and he knew where I lived, dude, he would kill me. He would rip my head off, and that's absolutely terrifying. Have you seen that guy's body? Oh my goodness gracious. 11 minutes in, we're 1 minute into this 20-minute video. The sun's setting. Wait, the sun gleaming.
Of relevance on it, and then we're gonna go to the next topic, and at the end we'll give a whole, we'll shoot it straight. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We all know it's a normal thing that when the anniversary comes up, they reset the top-up shop, but it's the biggest pump fake in gacha history. Number one,
he said biggest pump fake in gacha history. He's gonna say like, wow, they reset the shop. That means they want you to buy the shop more because they reset it. I'm out of places to walk and I'm tired of walking.
But that's one reason. The second reason is because they've now caught on that this works really well with anniversaries. A lot of people fall for it and top up.
They caught on since like they've done it like for Genshin Impact and such. Dude, it's just like, come on, don't talk about this if you don't got all day.
An opportunity to pull off one of the biggest fucking scams in gacha history, which is going to be Castor's global passive has officially been confirmed straight from the horse's mouth.
Straight from the horse's mouth. How old is Gacha Smack? Why is he doing these farmhouse analogies? Straight from the barnacle of the berry boat. I don't know. Just like...
Team or not on the team, you just have to simply own the character on your account.
Yes,
now,
it's very powerful.
A moron with low intelligence would go,
oh, hey, what's
it's
up?
Not that big of a deal. It's just reviving a character. I don't.
It's really not that big of a deal
in this game, honestly. Yeah, that's the exact mentality that they want you to have, because this is the micro step concept I told you about the other day.
Micro step concept.
And then it's going to be a slippery slope to the point where you're not going to realize they've now taken the power out of your hands on what you should pull on and placed it.
Okay, and that's true. I don't really have like a solid counter argument to that. I guess I just don't really care at all. Pure apathy, like the Mystic Flower Cookie. Like, if your first name Gacha, last name Smack, then I feel like you should just understand that that's just how gacha games work. And in Honkai Star Rail, that's just how things have been from the start. The power, it was never in your hands, okay? They were gonna keep releasing characters that were powerful, and you were gonna keep pulling for a powerful character. That's how it was always gonna be. And I just think it's cooler if they have powerful ability, because I could use the ability to beat the content, which is so easy, by the way. Game's never been hard. Okay, I haven't struggled since like since the beginning. And characters, pulling for new characters, it's not really exciting because like I pull for Tribi and it's just a new side grade for my Lune and for follow-up teams. Wow, Robin can go somewhere else now, and I'm just so bored. I'm so bored of where we are, okay? And the game's all about just getting a powerful character, and it's just cool how they keep releasing new characters with the new powerful abilities. To be honest, I just don't really care. I just don't really care at all. And I feel like Gacha Smack cares a lot for some reason. I don't know why he cares. Overall, because of all these factors, I just don't care. I just don't fucking care about the fucking global passive. I don't give a shit. I don't want to talk about any more global passives. I edit for Iengo. He made me edit like a 1 hour long segment of him reacting to the live stream, in which he just talked about global passives for so long. And it's like I had no mouth, yet I must scream. I see this man talking about global passives for an hour, and I just have to listen to him talk about. I don't want to fucking talk about global passives anymore. I don't. Fucking gross. Ew.
And guess what? They're giving you a nice little boost and encouragement with that top-up shop refresh. Real slimy, nasty work here, boy.
It's a fucking gacha game. They're slimy, but stop acting like they've not been slimy from the start. Stop acting like they're being slimy now with this patch, the straw that broke the camel's back. The camel's back has been broken since day one, since the camel was a little newborn baby. Please move on.
3326. Oh yeah, this is a good one. I timestamped everything I'm referencing, by the way. If you want to go to the live stream and look at this stuff, you can. The reason why I didn't react to the live stream is because I refused to promote their garbage little act.
All right, because the Gacha Smack influence is gonna rack in billions of dollars for the Hoyo company. And that was actually a good call, though.
Running Fugue on the Castress banner. How many times did y'all see a lot of these dipshits trying to tell you that the rerun banners are a positive thing because they tried to take the idea of reruns, meaning you have more options to choose from?
No. I think more reruns are better because like with the whole gacha cycle, with all these characters rerunning, the fact that they're running more characters at once means that the gacha cycle, it's faster, because if you ran one character at a time, then it would take like months before you get pull for the character that you actually want. But now that we're running like 5 characters at once, you don't actually have to wait that long. Let's say you want Sealy so bad, right? But there's a fucking 5 billion characters. So what if instead of running one character at a time and you have to wait 2 years before Sealy is finally in rotation again, what if they ran 5 characters at once? So you only have to wait like not a whole year. That's my perspective on that. So I don't think they're that retarded for that. And all you really need is just to have the expectation that these games are predatory and that if you pull impulsively and if you spend money, then you're a fucking idiot, okay? You just have to have that expectation. So it's really kind of backwards. Like if you don't want multiple options, then that means you acknowledge that you are stupid, and you acknowledge that you're gonna do an impulse pull, and you acknowledge that you yourself are gonna fuck over your account because you don't have self-control, okay? A really backwards argument, I would have to say. It's really easy to flip his arguments on its head. Why? Because he is like a Vans shoe sneaker. It's really flat, and it takes only one tap to make him crumble.
They're just giving you the best options to choose from all in the same exact time period.
Yeah, that's true. But if you aren't retarded, then you don't give in to the temptations and you simply just hold yourself back and then pull the character that you want, which will enter rotation quicker because they're running multiple banners at once.
It's a horrible idea only because of how they implement it. And guess what? Smack was right. Smack's always fucking right. That's the thing.
No,
you guys,
no, you're not. You're not right. This is your opinion. A subjective opinion. And you think you're right subjectively. It's not objectively bad. You're not right. Kill yourself.
Some of you guys are just fucking dumb. Now, 40.
You are dumb for being taken imprisoned by your impulsive nature. Oh, that's a good line.
You're fucking dumb for being imprisoned by your impulsive nature. How you ever thought about that, Gacha Smack?
4614, 30 pulls.
30 pulls. I could get E0, S1, and X with that. That's really sick.
No reaction.
No
There's
reaction.
No reaction, Smack. Well,
why?
When you look at the top up prices and you look at the aggression of power creep in this game,
there's no power creep. Wait, I actually want to just talk about that. If you just play a gacha game that's not Hoyo based, that's not Hoyo-esque like Wuthering Waves and such, then you'll see what true power creep is. For example, Cookie Run Kingdom. I was confused as to why Tectone was a power creep supporter when like he played Cookie Run Kingdom. Have you played Cookie Run Kingdom? We're in this new arc where there's beasts and there's awakened fucking ancient cookies. So every time there's a 5-star that gets released, they completely shift and mold the meta around themselves solely, and they're getting released back to back to back and such. And this is what true power creep is, in my opinion.
Okay, I explained it really badly, so I'm gonna explain it again as an editing guy, okay? So basically, in Cookie Run Kingdom, there's this character that released. We call her the Mystic Flower Cookie. And even if you were a whale who maxed out everything, who spent literally like $1 billion on the game, min-max every single stat in the game, if you didn't have Mystic Flower, you fought some noob who had Mystic Flower, and you would lose, okay? That's how influential this character was. And that to me is true power creep. Imagine if a whale who had like a 48 cost team, E6, S5, everything. Imagine if that team was simply outperformed by Diaherdo with no Eidolons on like a 4-star team. That's how bad power creep was in Cookie Run Kingdom, and is still.
And that idea, it happens over and over and over again. Dark Cacao released. Dark Cacao fucking destroyed the arena. Now let's say we have the whale who spent literally $1 billion on Mystic Flower and her team. And let's say we put him up against some average player who has both Mystic Flower and Dark Cacao. The fucking average character with Dark Cacao would demolish the whale. That's how bad power creep was in Cookie Run Kingdom. And it keeps going. It keeps going. With the whole release cycle, we're getting a beast and a new ancient every few months. And every time a new beast and a new ancient is released, the entire meta fundamentally is formulated around these characters. That's what true power creep is. The Herder was like the most broken character that has been released in the past few months, which is like a few patches ago. And the Herder is only really overpowered on AoE. She's still shit on single target. She didn't completely destroy the whole meta. The meta didn't circulate solely around the Herda for a while because power creep isn't in Honkai Star. It's so tame, it's so lame. Like I could use Clara. I still use Clara with new supports. I could still use her. But like in Cookie Run Kingdom, the true gacha game of this world in which we live in, if I try and use like White Lily, who is like a pretty recent ancient who released like 2 years ago. If I tried using White Lily in Arena now, I would get fucking destroyed. I would get demolished. Even with all the new supports, I couldn't do a thing in Arena, okay? Because that's what power creep truly is, okay? That is what power creep is. There's no power creep in Honkai Star Rail. Well, I guess there is, like by definition, the game got a little harder. Characters are slightly better, but the meta isn't entirely focused on the new characters that get released, okay? This is why power creep isn't a real thing in Honkai Star Rail. We're not gonna finish this video. The sun was supposed to set like 10 minutes ago, and it's 8:11. And I still have to like spend 30 minutes walking home. And we're fucking 5 minutes into this video. Please just finish your points, God.
What the hell is 30 pools gonna...
Power creep is not, okay, yeah, that's why. It's because he said aggressive power creep.
What's gonna do for you? Most likely fuck all. That's the reality of it.
Most likely fuck all. I will get my E1, S1, and Axa, and I will be super happy because of those 30 pulls. Fuck off. Fuck you. Kill yourself.
46.55. Free Luocha or a free Ruan Mei?
This is, okay, before he says something, he's trying to like be negative about this somehow, but I think this is great. I've been using Japard. That's like my SP efficient sustain as of now. And Japard, you know, while Japard works, I don't really like it because you can't full auto. You have to like use your brain and time his shields because Lune eats and devours his shields with all of his action advances, but Japard still works, okay? But I couldn't full auto. So I really wanted Luocha for the longest of times. I actually wanted him because I could full auto and he's super fast and he generates all this SP and you don't have the skill at all. I really wanted Luocha and they're giving out a free Luocha for me. And it's just really nice and I'm really happy about that. But if I didn't want to get that Luocha, I could also get an E1 Ruan Mei and become super powerful and such. Still so happy about this. Let's see what Gacha Smack has to say.
Buddy, let me give you a bit of a reality check here, okay? Sure, maybe a new player thinks this is good because the new player has no idea.
I'm a veteran day one player. I have a bunch of sustains. I have all the break supports in the game. I have 2 break DPSs and I will never ever need to pull another character in my life and I'll beat every endgame until I die. But I'm still excited about a free Luocha because of the comfortability that he provides. E1 Ruan Mei also, if I want to, you know, zero cycle and such. I'm pretty happy with this as a veteran player. By the way, it's cringe how he uses the word veteran for a 2-year-old game. Very cringe.
No idea that Ruan Mei is already on the decline in value.
She's still best in slot on break teams. That'll never change. Never ever. Because break's already out the window. And it's pretty chill to have a best in slot Ruan Mei. Come on now.
Veteran player? How many times has Ruan Mei been reran now? Huh? So, but maybe 85% of the whole entire veteran player base owns Ruan Mei.
Yeah, I have Ruan Mei.
We can make an argument. Maybe 10% of us, 15% of us are benefiting from this. What about the veteran player who already has a Ruan Mei, or even an E1 Ruan Mei, or a Luocha who's completely fucking useless?
Luocha's not useless. He's very comfortable, and game's just so easy. So comfortability is probably taking a priority for me as of now. I haven't pulled meta since like Ruan Mei. I think that was the last time I pulled meta since her banner release because I hate Ruan Mei and I just got it because she was good. That was the last time I pulled for meta. This game's so easy. Stop acting like this game's hard. Stop acting like power creeps in this game. This game's so easy. And stop acting like you're some goddamn war veteran who fought in the Vietnam, calling yourself a veteran for a 2-year-old game, you damn little child. If Gacha Smack sees this, I think he will rip my head off. I'm a little terrified. But it's chill, he won't see it. Why? Because of the boys.
What's your argument here? Oh, Casterus is actually draining everyone.
I'm skipping Casterus. I'm not gonna pull Casterus. And even though I'm not gonna pull Casterus, there's still HP characters getting released. Maybe a cool character will be released and maybe I'll pull them. Whatever. I just don't agree. I'm not even trying to be contrarian. I'm not trying to be contrarian at all. These are my true thoughts. Gacha Smack is just out of his mind. He's crazy.
Oh yeah, until they drop the pink hair bitch that does it better than him and then he becomes obsolete again.
He doesn't become obsolete because this isn't Cookie Run Kingdom. This isn't a true war veterans, chiseled chin, hair on the chest, gunshots through the body parts. This isn't like those true gacha games that require true brain power and capacity and capability and bank account capacity and such. All right, this is Honkai Star Rail, where power creep is just basically like a character is like 2% better than the old character. I feel like no one will ever take Luocha's role of just being a less skill point efficient character. No one will do it better than him. Like that girl, she's probably gonna need to use a skill or two. Like if that character needs to skill even at least one time, then she's worse than Luocha in my skill point efficient dream team in which I want. Stop fucking talking shit about Luocha. I love Luocha. I don't even own him.
This is once again presenting you copper And one or two things follows up after this. You convince yourself that it's gold, or they convince you that it's gold.
Dude, I swear to God, I'm not being brainwashed, okay? I swear on my goddamn life. I genuinely just think it's incredible. The sun gleaming.
Y'all ready?
Do we have to walk home? I think we do. We're gonna end it here, actually. Oh my fucking God, Gacha Smack, you damned fool. You damned hooligan. Forcing me to be stuck out here, stuck in the fucking woods. I have to run home. Why? Because the sun's setting. And you know what happens when the sun sets and twinks like me are out here in the fucking woods? We get fucking raped. We get butt raped, and we get sold, and we get thrown into that whole evil industry in which we're thrown around, utilized, and defiled beyond recognition. Defiled so much to the point where our human emotions, our human identity, our sense of self is picked apart slowly, one after the other, until we don't recognize who we are, who we truly are in the deep inside of our bodies in which we reside in. Okay, Gacha Smack, do you fucking understand me, Gacha Smack? This is fucking serious shit. Okay, I saw a person. Let's go back to acting normal.
Anyways, moving on to the next one. 4710.
You know, I realized I don't really care about this. It's weird. I don't actually care. I was in the wilderness, so I had like a sense of freeness in myself, and I could rant and I could yell. But now that I'm in normal society, now that I'm just sitting down looking at this video, I realized that in the end, I truly don't really even care. I just don't truly care about the problems of Honkai Star Rail. I don't care about the trials and tribulations, and I don't care about discussing whether or not the Hoyo's decisions in-game are ethical or not. I don't really care that much. All I truly really care about is having these parasocial discussions with the Gacha Smack and using disingenuous edits to make Gacha Smack look as dumb as possible. That's truly what I love. That's truly what I enjoy. And looping back around to that introduction in which I said Gacha Smack is picking me up and putting me down for the very last time, I think that is the worst part of the 3.2 live stream. Not the Castor's passives that completely demolish the game in which we live in accordingly. It's not the aggressive power creep that completely just makes the game unplayable, and it's not even because they gave away a free limited 5-star for free, absolutely free. Those things just don't invigorate me. What invigorates me is Gacha Smack being wrong, which is depressing because those days are over. I'm gonna have to make videos on Honkai Star Rail with no Gacha Smack. Do you think it makes me happy? Doesn't make me happy at all. Do you have any more points? Anything to say for yourself, Gacha Smack?
I want you to understand, that's why I uninstalled Honkai Star Rail. And I uninstalled Zenless Zone Zero. And I uninstalled Hoyo Play.
Uninstalled Hoyo Play. But you know, after looking at this video, I think that this is why I unsubscribed from Gacha Smack. This is why I unsubscribed from Tectone. And this is why I deleted YouTube.com.